Welcome to the Washington Examiner's year-end holiday trivia. I'm Sarah Bedford, and I am here today with our star White House reporters, Haisten, Willis, and Christian Datoc, who have agreed to return for a rematch after last year's devastating loss by Christian Datoc. I have with me a choice of two very enticing prizes.
Wow.
A Washington Examiner tote bag, this year's hottest item, as well as a Washington Examiner themed umbrella.
You can't get that in stores.
You cannot, and another of which Haisten took home last year, and the winner will select the choice of their prize. Again, this year I have attempted to create a list of questions that will make you guys look stupid online.
Great.
And I look forward
We're used to that. Yeah.
to asking them. All right, to start, what is the name of the first dog to be banished from the Biden White House for biting everybody?
Major.
Correct. For Haisten. Wow, Christian?
I was gun shy
Not
this
looking
year.
good.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Get in there. At the NATO summit this summer, Biden kept calling Ukrainian President Zelensky by the wrong first name. What was that wrong first name?
Oh no.
I know this is incorrect, but I got to get in the game. Voldemort.
Wow, close. Vladimir.
Vladimir. Okay. Well, you know, Russian on the brain. That
Ooh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Ooh.
Okay, I feel like Ken Jennings when I get to knowingly say the answer, even though I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't Googled it an hour ago. Joe Biden's number of grandchildren has been a source of scrutiny and discussion this past year. What is the actual number of Joe Biden's grandchildren?
7.
All right,
He's claimed 6
Haisten.
for years, right?
That is true. We got an updated number this year. Where was Joe Biden's first international trip as president?
As president, wow. I thought you were going to say this year, since it's the year in review. But his first international trip as president was to the UK.
That is correct. And we will be traversing many years of presidential history today, so don't worry about that. Now, where was Joe Biden's most recent international trip?
I think I would know this.
You would think so, Haisten.
I'm giving you an opportunity.
I'm giving you an opportunity. You can go right ahead.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure that his most recent trip as president, which came just a few weeks
International
ago.
trip.
His most recent international trip, well, it's certainly not Ukraine, because that was in the beginning of the year. And if we look at the other places he's gone to this year alone, I'm not able to think of a single one.
Filibustering answers is not permitted.
My middle name. Okay. What's the answer?
The answer is Israel, and you both
God.
have failed.
Yeah, Eric, I'm sorry.
I remember the one
Failed our crew. Yeah.
How many hours did Joe Biden spend in Israel?
The exact number of hours?
The exact number of hours.
There's not many.
12.
31, but
31.
close.
31. Wow.
In what state is Joe Biden not on the ballot heading into 2024?
New Hampshire.
Correct.
Nice.
What is the name of Joe Biden's current White House counsel?
White House Counsel.
Person to whom many congressional oversight letters are addressed these days.
Bob Bauer?
Wrong. Ed Siskel.
Oh, I thought it was Nita Dunn's husband. No?
It's Ed Siskel now.
Okay.
Gotta
According
update the Facebook.
I'm going to have to, all right. I'm gonna have to throw out the challenge flag at some point.
Who were the GOP candidates who qualified for the fourth most recent debate?
Go ahead.
Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, wow, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Chris Christie.
That is correct.
We're back, baby.
Winnowing field. What nickname did Chris Christie give to Donald Trump in one of the most cringe-inducing moments of the GOP debates?
Donald Duck.
That is correct.
That was a fun one.
I have secondhand embarrassment just remembering that moment, actually.
Same.
What is the official name of the White House briefing room, and who is it named after?
The James S. Brady press briefing room.
That was good. That was
And
quick.
who is James S. Brady?
Former White House press secretary who was shot during an assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan in 1981.
Wow. Haisten, you should get involved in bar trivia. You're pretty good at this, honestly. Which president was famously too fat to fit into his bathroom?
Who is Taft?
Wow, Jeopardy,
Yeah,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Making my Ken
I
Jennings
did a
dream
fourth
come
grade
true.
presidential report on President Taft.
And was that in there?
That was in there.
Okay.
There you go. That's all I remember from
I've
it.
never heard that before.
How many presidents have died while in office?
Oh, man. 4.
It's got to be more than that.
8.
8.
But the second
8?
part of this, I know, that's a lot. That's like a significant fraction of them. But the follow-up to this, how many of those presidents were assassinated?
2.
4.
4. Gosh.
I know a lot of assassinations, like Secret Service, do your job, right? Who was the first president to live in the White House?
I don't know. It's not Washington.
Who was Grant?
It is John Adams, George Washington, apparently the only one not to live there.
I was thinking that. It really was.
Which president added the West Wing to the White House?
Oh man, that's tough.
I don't know.
Who was Johnson?
It is Teddy Roosevelt. Shout out to the White House Historical Association online trivia game for
Clearly
that one.
I'm employing
Clearly
a
you guys
spray
aren't
and pray strategy
preparing
right now. Yeah.
quite enough.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
next year.
You told us not to prepare.
That's right, and I shielded my screen from his cheating
All
attempts.
my easy questions.
I sure did. All right, back to Joe Biden now. What was the final committee chairmanship he held in the Senate before leaving to become vice president?
What is the judiciary?
Wrong.
Okay.
That is a chairmanship he held, but it was not the last one.
Transportation.
Wrong. Again, we are going with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee.
Oh, that was
one of
gonna
the
be my-
reasons why he was selected as vice president to shore up Joe Biden's, Obama's lack
That was going to
of
be my
experience.
second guess.
Even Eric, our cameraman, knew that, Christian.
I was in middle school then. Come on.
Ashamed of yourself. Before Joe Biden became vice president in 2009, who was his immediate predecessor as vice president?
Cheney.
That's right. I thought that one might take a minute to come back, you know, but you're old, so that makes sense.
Sheesh. He also came up during the debate.
Oh, that's right.
That is true.
Nikki Haley, Dick
with
Cheney, and
heels.
Hills. Not an image I wanted to picture, personally.
Not at all.
What is Joe Biden's middle name?
What is Robinette?
That's right.
Thank you.
Sounds
very
like
much.
a refrigerator brand, but
Or
it's
like
not.
an ice cream flavor.
That's right.
Just saying. Baskin Robbins.
When Biden ran on the Obama ticket in 2008, did they win the popular vote?
Yes.
That is correct, by 53%.
Okay, 50-50 shot on that one.
Wow. During the 2020 race, Joe Biden did not win the Iowa caucuses during the Democratic primary. Who did?
Ooh, well.
Oh,
That was-
judges, we need a judge ruling.
I think that was Haisten.
Two hands touched.
Yeah.
All right,
Pete
Haisten.
Buttigieg won Iowa.
Wow, the ref's throwing you one. Pete Buttigieg did in fact win Iowa. Follow-up question.
Okay.
What place did Joe Biden come in during the caucuses?
What is third? What is fourth? That's what I was going to say. But
I didn't see a bone get wrong, so...
What is fourth?
All right, we're going to give it to Christian because he's losing so badly. Who is Joe Biden's Secretary of Agriculture?
Vilsack.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tom
He's so good at the job, they had to have him back, you know?
That's right. He's a standout, so you probably should have known it, honestly.
Yeah.
How did Joe Biden first meet his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, in 1975?
Her husband worked on his Senate campaign. I don't know specifically how they met. The details are foggy because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and give you that one. The answer is a blind date, but I'm presuming that connection may have led to the blind date, and it doesn't really matter anyway because you're probably going to lose.
She was married when she won the blind date? Or they were divorced?
They had been divorced, I guess.
Yeah, everybody knows that, Haisten. I
yeah,
definitely did too.
That's before my time, needless to say.
And finally, since
Okay.
it's Christmas, what is the official theme of this year's White House Christmas decorations?
Man. Okay, well, I'm going to buzz in and say Barbie themed. I asked the First Lady that at the holiday reception, and she told me no.
What a flex.
So just a story, wrong answer.
To get in there.
Yeah, why not?
I read it, but it's escaped me.
Wow, that you didn't retain that very important detail. It is magic, wonder, and joy.
Of course, also going to be my second guess.
I
Right.
had Magic Wonder and Hope, of course.
Pretty generic, honestly. And Amy, could I please get a readout of the final tally?
We have Haisten with 9 and Christian with 6. So Haisten
Once
wins that
again,
All
2
right,
years in a
all
row.
right.
Haisten, which
Defending
prize
the
would you
title.
like to claim?
I'm going to go with the umbrella.
Again.
Yeah, even though I got one last year.
Congratulations to Haisten.
He
As
liked
they
it
say,
so much, he picked it twice.
when it rains, it pours. So I'm going to go with the umbrella again.
Christian, honestly, do better next year,
You know,
please.
maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Until then, you can get more White House reporting from these two at washingtonexaminer.com.